This is the instructions for the Global Solutions paper for UF200. Assignment overview. Choose a human population who experiences oppression, creating an ethical issue. Show how this oppression of a human population has community as well as global implications. A good starting point is to look at the Universal Declaration of Human Rights to identify a basic human rights violation. Another way to do this is to identify a human population that has experienced oppression, discrimination, and marginalization such that their safety is compromised. More of the assignment overview. The goal of this paper is to use what you have learned through this semester to think critically and write a report about an issue with global implications from multiple perspectives, different stakeholders, and then reflecting on how your own cultural framework impacts how you view this population and how writing this paper helped you understand local and global issues. A topic proposal, memo, draft of this paper, and a peer review and list of revisions are all required in order for you to have your final paper graded by your instructor. Required content for your research paper. This is a good way to organize your paper. Title of paper, your research question, which directs your research and writing. 2. State the ethical issue in your introduction. Describe how this is a global issue, macro, the impact it has in your community, or some community, meso, and how this issue impacts individuals and or yourself, micro. 3. State the facts of the ethical dilemma. A. Discuss the human population experiencing a violation of their rights. Who, where, what, and how is this experienced by that population? B. Discuss who is violating their rights. C. List which article from the Universal Declaration of Human Rights is being violated and describe that article. 3D. Describe at least 2 important groups of stakeholders with a vested interest in this issue. At least 2 of the stakeholders you discuss must be on opposite sides of this ethical issue. Those who want to keep the status quo versus those who want to change the status quo. For example, the oppressed population and victim versus those who benefit from the way things are or who contribute to the oppression. 3E. Analyze each stakeholder by describing each stakeholder's possible cultural frameworks, and they are listed here: economics, historical, political, education, ethnicity, national heritage, family traditions, social and religious. These cultural frameworks provide their perspective or viewpoint about the ethical issue. Then also write about each stakeholder's possible ethical framework: utilitarian, rights approach, common good, fairness or justice, virtue approach, right versus right, or any other you find pertinent. Use these to describe what might influence their perspective or viewpoint about the ethical issue. 4. Describe possible solutions by reporting on the following. A. If you want to, you may describe your own potential solution here. However, this is not required. B. Find at least 2 specific laws or policies that are designed to help the oppressed population, with one each at the local level, the national level, and if possible, at the international level. 4C. Find at least 2 organizations or other actions that are designed to help the oppressed population and attempt to address the global issue or solve the problem. One must be a local or national organization or action, and the other one should be an organization that is international or global in scope. 5. Analyze the solutions, laws, policies, and organizations by describing the following. A. How effectively are the solutions, laws, policy, and organizations addressing this issue? Are they practical? Feasible? Are they having an impact? 5B. Evaluate the solutions, law, organizations in the context of ethical frameworks by asking and answering at least 2 of the following questions. Question 1. Which option will produce the most good and do the least harm? The utilitarian approach. 2. Which option best respects the rights of all who have a stake? The rights approach. 3. Which option treats the people equally or proportionately? The justice approach or fairness approach. 4. Which option best serves the community as a whole, not just some of its members? The common good approach. 5. Which option leads me to act as the sort of person I want to be? Remember, you only need to ask 2 of these questions. Citing in the text of your paper. Be sure to properly cite your resources throughout your paper using quotes, summarizing, and paraphrasing. You can refer to the library videos for this kind of information. Include a citation page at the end of your paper using a consistent style such as APA or MLA. Reflection. Put this reflection at the bottom of your report after the citations page. Write a 200 to 300 word reflection, but no more than a total of 500 words. Question 1. Given your understanding of your own cultural and social identity, your own perspective as a stakeholder in your own life, how do you believe this understanding impacts and/or influences your perspective on the issues researched, discussed, and evaluated for this paper? 2. Describe how your research and writing of this report contributed to your own understanding of local and international issues and what was significant for you. Do not include the reflection in the draft of your paper that will be peer-reviewed. How to complete this assignment. Again, a topic proposal memo, draft of this paper, and peer review and list of revisions are all required in order for you to have your final paper graded by your instructor. You must have a minimum of 10 resources, including 2 books, 2 peer-reviewed scholarly articles, usually from a professional journal, 2 laws, both local and national, and possibly a third at the international level, 2 organizations, and at least 2 other credible resources about this ethical issue. Citation page. Include a complete citation page without annotation at the end of your research paper. Be sure to include the laws and organizations in your citation page. You should have 10 resources at a minimum. In-text citations. Material from resources must be properly quoted throughout your research paper using direct quotes, summarizing, and paraphrasing throughout the paper. Ask a librarian or see the library help videos. Specifics about appearance. Your research paper should be about 6 or 7 pages long, plus a citation page, but must be no more than 10 pages total, including the citation page, plus 1 more page for your reflection. It must be typed using a 12-point font, double-spaced with standard 1-inch margins. List your name, class, assignment name, and the date at the top of the left-hand side of the first page. Turning this into Blackboard. This assignment must be saved as a Word document and uploaded to the Global Solutions paper section in Blackboard. This assignment must be submitted in your e-portfolio by Sunday, August 6th, not Friday, the end of week 14. Sorry. So submit it in your e-portfolio no later than August 6th. Grading. This assignment will be graded based on the rubric attached to this